Okay, so what I'm gonna do, yes, I'm in a different room because better space for what I'm gonna do because it's been, I think, 3 years. If I saw the date correctly on my last video on my tarot collection, and I've gathered a few more since then, and we're just gonna kick right into it. So, Universal Tarot, which I find very nice. Chrysalis Tarot. Okay. But yeah, that's the artwork is like me. I like. And then you got Tarot for Sexual Magic, 18 plus deck. Then I got Taramucha. So yeah, and big cardboard set up there. Now 3 mini tarot decks. Bacon Tarot. Now the decks that I like are like these ones that I'm showing you that are like painted artwork, like paintings or like drawings, which I think this Harmonious one is. And you got Tarot Art Nouveau, and Art Nouveau and then the Paramucha are the ones like taken from actual art styles or person. Well, except for adding this one in, the Shadow Hunter one, by Cassandra Clare and Cassandra J.P. Jean. Sorry, I forgot the last part of your name. And I like how it comes in its own little bag like that. Okay. Fourth one, Tarot of the Renaissance artwork. And the allegories of the chivalrous world led to a new perception of human nature. And again, I said in the review of this one that when you hear Renaissance, you think all of Europe, but it was in Italy, the Italian Renaissance, where like Michelangelo and all that came out. And then it wasn't until like people like traveled from Italy to like Britain, or people from Britain came over and brought bits of pieces over to them, their own country, did those aspects come to them. Now this is the fuller deck of Tarot Art Nouveau. And this is the Llewellyn deck. I bought this separately from it because it didn't come with its own little cardboard protector. So I have this one so I know off by hand that it's that, but I can tell it's not in the box, but there it is. beautiful, like, watercolor kind of image. Okay. Now, I have 23 decks. Well, 24 if you count my reading deck, but that's just another Greater White deck. And keep this deck so clear in love the artwork. The reason why I got all these is in some way I love the artwork of it for different reasons. Just love it. And then the Romantic Tarot, and it gets it's more. There are like you can put this under like historic kind of tarot because you got four. This is like visits four different places in Europe. Paris and Venice are two of them. So very nice. Put my music up a little too loud. Dropping all over the place here. Okay. Yeah, so I got two of these. One is this one, the other one is in another box, and it's the one I do readings or learning how to do readings with. And then Pocket Tarot deck of the Universal Weights. And so size-wise, it's a little smaller than other decks, so it fits more into like see or purchase something. And again, double cardboard. So if you like the more sturdier boxes like these, this and the Tarot Mucha, two decks to look into if you like the sturdier cardboard. Now, Native American Tarot. This is one if you like more cultural decks. And this has two added cards. Mother Earth, Father Sky. Added in. And then Fairy Tarot. I like this one. Not my favorite, but there are aspects of it that I do like. We've got Mystic Fairy Tarot, and this one is cool. Kind of cool. This is one of two where it's open from the side instead of the top here. So have to be a little more careful when I'm opening and closing it. But I find that kind of cool. Yeah, so if you're into fairies, this and the one I just showed are two options if you haven't already found them yet. Yeah, so this is the other one that opens from the side. I just found this one really cool. Yeah, so I get my decks either ordering directly from Llewellyn or going into my bookstore and ordering them off there or finding them in the store, which is cool. Okay, so this is the full deck, like full size deck of the Universal Weight deck. So I like my variations of the weight deck. And then fantastical creatures. So if you like the fantasy type thing, this is something to look into. Wow, one of my longer videos. And then another variation of the white deck, Tarot of New Version. So basically, you're looking on the other side of the card in the original weight deck. So they're like, what's on the other side? What are the people seeing in front of them? What's behind them? Or whatever. There's slight alterations, like I showed this in my review of this one, but I'll show it again. Yeah, so the High Priestess, instead of this is now partially down, where before it was connected between the two pillars. Now it's only on one. So there's that, so you have the recognition of the original card. Come on, work with me. People don't want to see my head. You guys already see it enough already with my other reviews. Yeah, so this one is this is one of my top decks. I just freaking love this. And this is the one where she has in the unknown card, which I find really cool. If the unknown comes up in your reading, that means that there's something blocking that answer or that pathway for them to for the answer to really come about. And then you got the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So the colors are a little more brighter, the lines are a little more crisp on it. On the Magician right there, so you get that idea. But yeah, so those are my tarot decks. And yeah, so quick show and tell of the decks that I've gathered throughout the last few years. And yeah, like I did this update was between 3 years ago and today. I've gathered a few more, and I'm sorry again. You made that comment about 2 months ago asking how many I had. Sorry. Please forgive me. Asking how much I had, and then my sister wanting to get me a deck, and as of filming this video in October, mid-October, she hasn't, as far as I know, hasn't bought it yet and given it to me. So, there was those three things, making me want to do this little show and tell again. What I got. So, Happy readings.